Welcome to the student program overview for the Keep Me Safe program. I'm going to spend a little bit of time today talking to you about the benefits of the Keep Me Safe program, how to access it, and the different resources that you have available. The Keep Me Safe program is a free and confidential mental wellness student support program that's available to you as a student any time of the day or night from anywhere you are in the world, whether you're on campus, whether you're studying out of country or out of province. You can access expert counselors that speak your language and understand your culture, that have that shared experience and really understand your particular unique needs. When you connect with a Keep Me Safe counselor, you can do it for a number of different reasons, for any general life, school, or academic concern that you might have. So this could be things like healthy living habits, dealing with challenging situations, be it work-related, friendships, family, coping with culture shock or change, or just this uncertainty amidst what's going on with the COVID pandemic. Helping to deal with different levels of stress and depression and anxiety, conflict resolution. The list is truly endless of anything that you may be facing that's interfering with your daily life. Know that the Keep Me Safe counselors are here to support you any time of the day or night from anywhere in the world. Now, let's talk for a minute about the different ways that you can access support. So there's kind of three pathways to support. The first is the self-help resources, which are available to you through the free MySSP app and the Keep Me Safe website at www.keepmesafe.org. The resources on those platforms are multilingual resources that I'll take you through in just a little bit, but some really great self-directed resources if you're not really at a point where you need to engage directly with one of our counselors. If you do need direct clinical support, there's two main channels that you can do that. If you want kind of real-time, in-the-moment support, I want to just talk to somebody about my issue right now, then there's two ways that you can connect, via telephone and chat. When you're reaching out via chat, just know that the chat function in the MySSP app and on the web works in simplified Chinese, Spanish, English, and French. So if you want to be matched with a counselor in a language or culture outside of those, or on some other type of matching requirement, then we recommend that you call in to connect with a counselor. When you call in, you can request that particular matching through your intake process via telephone, and we will try to match you with a counselor in the moment. We're much more able to do that over telephone. We're a little bit more restricted over chat. So we recommend that you call in. Now, if you need more ongoing kind of appointment-based support where you want to meet with the same counselor on an ongoing basis, then that third pathway, appointment-based support, is for you. Sometimes your counselor may suggest that, or you can just request that yourself and say, I'd like to set up appointment-based support for myself with a counselor. And when you do that, you'll be meeting with the same counselor on a regular basis to deal with whatever issue you may be facing. And so there's three ways to connect with counselors for appointment-based support: telephone, video, and in person. Right now, because of COVID, in-person has been suspended, but telephone and video are a continued option, so you can connect with your counselor regularly through telephone or video conferencing. To give you a little bit of a context and experience of what it is like when you call into the Keep Me Safe program. So when you do call in, your call will be answered within about 3 or 4 rings, and you'll be answered by an automated menu. It's very similar experience to if you were to call a bank or a government line. You'll have a few automated selections that you'll be able to make up front, and then you'll get connected with our clinical intake representative. One of these representatives will ask you some questions. What's your name? What school are you from? What's the issue? Is there a particular language or culture that you want to be matched with? So they'll take that baseline information and assess your level of need. Do you need to speak to someone urgently right now? Is it something that you're just interested in finding out more about? So we'll want to kind of understand the situation and connect you with a counselor that's going to best meet your needs. The MySSP app is the gateway to the Keep Me Safe program. This really provides students with immediate access to great resources as well as counselors. So you'll see a video that I've started here on the screen, and it's going to walk us through the multitude of different resources that students have at their fingertips through the MySSP app. As you can see, there's a number of different categories of the types of resources they can find, from health to living away, relationships, and student life. And within each of these are subcategories where students can drill down further to topics that might interest them from a wellness, relationship, student life perspective. And a lot of this content leads to other content. As you can see, those well-being webinars available through the app. A lot of really interesting and helpful resources that students can explore at their leisure if they're not quite ready to connect with a counselor. If they are, they can do so right through the app using our chat feature or the call feature, and they can launch the calls as well directly through the MySSP app. There's also a number of different self-assessments which are anonymous around depression, general anxiety, drug abuse, and alcohol abuse. And it's very easy to just go in and launch those assessments. In the More tab, there's many more resources, including the virtual fitness, and very easy to change the language interface of this app, where all of the different resources and articles will be available in the language selected. And it's also important to note that when you do change the language of the app, that the chat feature will also function in that selected language. So a lot of great features with the MySSP app. We really encourage you to explore that and use the resources to your benefit. When you download the MySSP app, one of the things that you're going to want to do right away is set up your user profile. You'll enter your name, your home country, and your school and or campus if applicable. So you'll see on the screen there's a few other fields as well included in the profile, but you're not going to be required to enter those straight away. Those will be prompted if and when you start a clinical chat session through the app. So to get going, you'll put your name, home country, and school. If you haven't downloaded the MySSP app, you'll notice some QR codes popping up on the screen. Feel free to take a picture of that, and that will bring you right to your Google Play or App Store to download the MySSP app. And finally, just to go through the program features one more time, know that we're here to help any time of the day or night. The Keep Me Safe program is free and confidential and available to students anywhere in the world for that in-the-moment, real-time support, as well as appointment-based support. You're connecting with counselors that speak your language, understand your culture, and we'll do our very best to match you with counselors that are going to be the most meaningful in helping you. And know that there are many ways to connect for support through the MySSP app, through calling us directly, and through the Keep Me Safe website. Thanks so much for spending this time, and we hope you learned a little more about the Keep Me Safe program.